What's going on, Double D? Derek Dimes, defeatthebook.com. Let us help you beat the odds. If you're new here, welcome. You've been here before. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. It's greatly appreciated. I can't do what I do without you, so thank you for being here. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe, click the bell so you're notified. Thumbs up if you appreciate the content. If you don't do any of those three things, it's all right. Just glad you're here consuming this content. So, without further ado, I want to try to make sure we get you a free pick win here. Website's down below. Social media is down below. My partner Bryce's information is down below as well. Go down there, check it out, and see what we have. Click the little triangle drop box, and everything will be available to you. So yesterday, we were on the Orioles as a dog, and that's about as tough a beat as you can get. They bring in the closer, entering the ninth inning, up 9-3. Grand slam. All-star closer comes in and gives up 4 runs. They end up losing the game 7-6. So very, very, very tough loss. Back here today, try to get you a free pick win and hopefully have better luck in that one. That's about as tough a loss as you can get there. So grand slam, basically walk off. Grand slam there against the Orioles in the top of the ninth, loses us the game. So here we go, getting back into it here today. 7-10 matchup. Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Cleveland Guardians. Toronto, much better road team than they are at home. Coming off a loss here where they lost 1-0 in a game where they had plenty of opportunities to get the job done. Cleveland went 0-4 with runners in scoring position, left 3 on base. Toronto, on the other hand, 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position, left 9 men on. In that matchup, series is tied at 1 apiece. Now, Cleveland Guardians are going to roll out Logan Allen, who's been very good for them in the underdog position. I believe they're 4-1 the last 5, where he was the pitcher and they were underdogs. Now, typically in games after a win, Cleveland is 23-31. They've only won 42% of their games. After they've won a game, the next game they typically don't fare as well. Where we see Toronto Blue Jays 27-23 in games that they play after a loss. And something that I want to look at here that is very interesting. Obviously, we talked about home and away records, where we know that Toronto has one of the better away records, 34-27 here in the league. I think the 4th best in the league away record. But they're going to roll out Kevin Gausman, and they're going to go up against Logan Allen. Now, they haven't faced Logan Allen yet. He's been pitching pretty solid, but the last 3 times out, he's really been touched up a little bit. 11 earned runs. His last 3 matchups, they've lost 2 of the last 3 against the White Sox and the Royals. Are going to go up against some pretty explosive bats here in the Toronto Blue Jays left-handed pitcher. Toronto mashes lefties in the last month, batting over 300 against left-handed pitching. So they should have the advantage there. Now, Guzman has really struggled. Well, not really struggled. He's pitched well. The team really hasn't given him much support, where they've lost 4 of the last 5 games that he's pitched. But he's been pitching very, very well. He only gave up 3 earned runs against the Orioles, 1 earned run against the Angels, 4-2-2. So he's really been doing a great job. His last outing was not great against the Orioles. He only went 4 1/3. But I'm expecting him to have some success here against the Cleveland Guardians, where we know that Ramirez is out now after he hits Tim Anderson with the haymaker, one of their most explosive bats, one of their best players. And we see them now trending in the wrong direction. They've only won 3 of their last 7 here, and they're really on the outside looking in the playoff position in both the wild card and in their division here, as we see Minnesota starting to pull away from them, right? So we have Cleveland, who is 8.5 games out of the wild card position now, as we see Toronto in that last spot hanging on to the wild card, where they're just 2 games up on the Seattle Mariners with a decent chunk of the season left, coming down the home stretch now. So it's going to be a pivotal matchup here in this one, and I'm siding with the Toronto Blue Jays here in this matchup, as we see them 20-12 as the away favorites here this year in this matchup. And I really like what I've seen from them, especially on the road, bringing in one of their better pitchers. Give me the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line. I got it at $1.44. Shop around and get the best number that you can. Obviously, if you want to have more books, more than one sports book where you can shop around and get a good number. I've seen it as high as 157, almost 160, and I've seen it as low as 144 over at FanDuel, 148 at DraftKings. Check it out. Get the best number you can. I'm going with Toronto Blue Jays on the money line as my official free pick of the day. Let's see if we can get off the unlucky nonsense that we had yesterday and get us a win here today. It's Derek Dimes, defeatthebook.com. Let us help you beat the odds. Best of luck if you decide to tail, but either way, hope you guys have a tremendous day. Good luck.